Ross labelled the weekend's performance as embarrassing. How would you describe the loss?
Yeah, well, Ross is spot on. We're not happy about the game and the way we went about it. The Bulldogs are a quality team. They came out from the get-go, and as you can see from the game, we just weren't able to match it.
I guess, what did the playing group speak about after the game? Is there some discussion as a group outside of Ross about what your thoughts were on the performance?
Yeah, I mean that's more internal for the team. We all know that we are a young group, and we need to make sure that we stay positive for them. We can't go above and beyond and start reaming players because that's not what we're about and where we want to get to. We just want to focus on the last 4 games. It's a tight competition. There's still a chance that we could go out and play our brand of footy. There's still 4 more games to go, as I said, and that's what we want to do. We spoke about getting back on the horse and playing our brand, but also learning from the weekend and what we need to do, what we need to work on, and hopefully bringing that into this week against the Cats.
Sonny, how do you explain that first quarter? Because I think it's one of the worst ones under Ross in his career. And with him under pressure, people now say, oh, well, he's lost the players. They're not sticking up for him. They're not firing in the first quarter. How do you explain why that was so bad?
Yeah, well, I can tell you right now, he hasn't lost the players. He's fully committed. We're fully committed to him and the footy club. We want to make sure that we go out there and play our brand of footy. As I said before, the Bulldogs came out firing. They came out playing their brand of footy, and we just weren't able to match it. We know our game plan does stand up. We can see in the first couple of rounds of this year, the half of the year, that our brand of footy does stand up against the better teams, the quality teams. Just after the bye, as you're fully aware that our game has dropped. We just need to get back to that consistent level again.
You've been consistent over 4 years, dropping after the bye. Why can't you sustain the first half of the year into the second half of the year?
Yes, as you said, we have been dropping over the last couple of years in the second half of the year, and that comes down to the group. We do have a young group, and I don't want to use that as an excuse, but we do have a young group. That's just facts, and we just need to make sure, as I said before, stay more positive. Try not to ream players. Just let them know that our footy does stand up, and we just need to get back to that and start playing our brand of footy. And like I said, we do have 4 more games to go. Hopefully we can get back to that stage.
We haven't heard from Nat in a sort of open press conference situation like this year. What sort of message does he give after a game like that behind the scenes?
Yeah, he's firm. As Ross is and as the rest of the leaders are, we are firm on each other. But as I said before, that's more us as the playing group. I don't want to shed some light on it to an open forum like this, but we know what we need to do. It was embarrassing on the weekend, as Ross said. We're not, as players and as the leadership group, we're not happy with it. But as I said before, I'm just going to go back to it. We still have 4 more games to go. We want to make sure we get back to playing our brand of footy and finish off the year well.
Ross is obviously under the pump at the moment. Do you feel like you guys have let him down with your performances?
Me personally, I feel like we're letting him down. But as I said, we're fully committed. Ross is fully committed. It's that we just need to be more consistent. Inconsistency is letting us down, especially throughout start of games. As you can see on the weekend, the Bulldogs came out firing. We just weren't able to match it. And me and myself personally, I feel like I'm letting him down. But we just need to go out there and just play our brand of footy.
Is it a distraction?
Bloody fox.
Oh.
That's embarrassing as well.
Live stream as well.
Tall people.
No worries.
Tall people are a problem.
What's it like on the inside? Do you notice the pressure on the coach and that, or are you surprised at how much he's copying and the continual stuff that's happening?
We're fully aware of the criticism that Ross is copping, but to Ross's credit, that he doesn't bring that to the club. He's fully committed, as I said. He wants to build our brand of footy. He wants to build us as players and get back to playing our brand of footy like we did the first half of the year. And Ross doesn't come in the meetings talking about the criticism that he's copping. He cops it on the chin. He's good at that, and he does not make us players feel like we're letting him down either. He's fully aware of all the criticism, but he keeps that pretty close to him.
What about this talk of players wanting to leave at the end of the year? There could be an exodus. Are you expecting a number of people to leave more than usual, or where do you sit on it? Is there talk amongst the players?
No, there's not really talk amongst the players. It's sort of something that it's going to be out there externally. Every club is going to have someone that's talking about leaving, but as players here, we're fully committed to this year. We're going to focus on, as I said, we've got 4 more games to go this season that we want to go out there and play our brand of footy. And as I said, we're fully committed. Whether it's the players playing the waffle or the AFL, we just want to go out there and play our brand.
David King said that up to half a dozen guys weren't working hard enough on the weekend. There's been a bit of talk that the game style, the physical nature of it, wears the players down towards the end of the season. Do you think that's a reason for the drop-off towards the back end of seasons?
I'm not really sure that's the reason why we're dropping off. It's more, as I said before in past interviews as well, it's that inconsistency we need to get back. Our ball movement at times can be really good, but then at times it can be shocking as well. So I guess the majority of the time it just goes back to that inconsistency that we need to bring back.
What about the heavy load on guys like yourself and Nat and Dave Mundy? It feels like there is too much being done by too few. Do you feel that this year?
No, not really. I mean, as leaders, we expect that. We want to make sure we do carry the load of the team, and being proud players that we are, Fifey, Dave, they expect that, and we just need players to lead, follow us, jump on our back as well, and help us along.
What's your message for your fans?
Like the members and stuff. Stick with us. We're trying to build something special here, and as you can see, the first half of the year was really good. We beat some quality teams. We played some consistent footy. As a young group, it's going to happen. The drop off is going to happen at the back end of the year, but stick with us because the last 4 games are hopefully going to be more consistent and better quality footy.
With Geelong, obviously, who are red hot and on top of the ladder, how do you find a way to get better against a team of that quality?
Yeah, they are a quality team. There's no hiding from that, and they're going to come over, expecting to play some good footy. So we need to make sure that, as I said, find that consistency, stick together, and play our brand of footy because, as I said, it does stand up. We need to play some good footy because on the weekend it was pretty embarrassing, and we're going to try and play our brand of footy.
Have you done anything to bond the group together as a leadership group? Have you brought the group together in any way in a bonding form?
Yeah, we do a brotherhood session, every week. So I think we got one today, and it's just talking about the weekend, talking about what we need to do, talking about how we're going as a team. So there's no doubt we'll be going over that today, and as I said, just sticking there together.
Luke Ryan, a very tough man to replace, obviously, though, with a hamstring, could be out for a couple of weeks at least. Who do you sort of see as a possible replacement for him this week?
Yeah, not sure. I mean, I haven't even heard the medical report about Luke Ryan yet, so I'm not sure if he's done a hamstring or not. But that's something that the coaches are going to go through in their meetings, and I'm sure they'll fit someone into the team.
What's the answer to the scoring woes, do you think, Sonny? Is it personnel that you're missing in the forward line, or is it game style that's really hurting you at the moment?
It's a mixture of both. I mean, as I said before, the first half of the year we were scoring well. We just need to find that consistency, and as I said, the ball movement is the one that is the most inconsistent. At times it can be really good, but then at times it can be really bad. So we just need to get back to moving the ball well and feeding our forwards.
What have you made of the rise of Tim Kelly through the ranks from playing the waffle now, leading potentially the Brownlow?
Yeah, I mean, his footy speaks for itself. He's a quiet kid, but on the footy field, he's he's probably one of the most damaging this year. So he's a quality player. We need to make sure that we try and shut him down, but it's going to be tough.
Would be a handy addition here next year.
I'm pretty sure every club would want to have Tim Kelly.